Hey guys, welcome back to Games with Pandas, and today we're going to be continuing with our mini clicker game. We're going to be learning how to do generators and adding a shop and maybe settings if we get time onto it. So last time we left off here, which was kind of iffy. It was ages ago. I wasn't really good at coding back then, but I've gotten better. For example, these are constants, which they shouldn't be. But first of all, first improvement we could do is adding a try statement to this to see if the gold amount.pickle exists, and if not, then just pass. Because if you don't have it, then it doesn't load, so this should work now. Oh, my bad, I meant gold equals, that's nice for gold. Gold equals 0, now it should work. There you go, now we can click this. I got loads of gold. So we're going to work on creating the generator. So I'm just going to space this out a bit, make it look nicer. Right. This is a function. Put this at the tippity top, right there. And we can put that to there. Right. So now that we've cleaned up the code, we can work on a generator. So gen1 equals button, and then we shall do, what colour should we make it? Colour equals colour dot green, and we'll set the scale to 0.1. We'll do gen1 dot on underscore click equals, and then we'll just keep it like that for now. And then we'll create a new function. Define gen1 purchase. So in this function, what we're going to have is testing if you have enough gold or clicks to buy it. So what we can say is if gold is bigger than or equal to, oh my bad. So we can add our custom arguments to it as well. So we'll set the cost of this to 50, and we'll set the amount to 0. This will become very important later. So if gold is bigger than gen1.cost, then we can say gold minus equals gen1.cost. And we're editing it, so we have to give the global declaration. And then we can say cost gen1.cost times equals 2, and then we can do gen1.amount plus equals 1. And then what we can do here is create another function, define gen1 generate. And here what we can do is say global gold, and then gold plus equals 2. And then we can use the invoke command. Jesus Christ, that scared me. Gen1 generate, and then we can do a delay of 1 second. So every second it'll give us 2 gold. And if we put here, we can times it by gen1.amount. So it times it by how many times you bought it. So if you bought it twice, you get 4 gold, and so on and so forth, you know. And we go down here, then we can set this to the gen1 purchase. And then we can create some text for it. So if we put this above that, and then we can create text 2. Doesn't matter if it is a constant because it's Python, it's dynamically typed. We can change whenever we want. create a JSON string. I believe that's what it's called, a JSON string. Set cost to gen1.cost, and we can say y equals 0.1 and x equals 0.2 or 3 if 3 sure, and we go into the update function, t2.text equals f and cost gen1.cost. I don't know why these aren't capitals. And then we can set the x position of this to x equals 0.2, and we'll see how that looks. So now we have that there. We'll put it over a bit more. X equals 0.3. So let's buy it. Took away our 50 points, and every second it should do it, but it doesn't because I forgot to call it here, gen1 generate. Now that should work when I run this. Get 50 gold, purchase it, boom, 2 gold every second, and the cost has doubled. So you can set the times amount to whatever you want. Ideally, I think 1.25 is a good amount, so run that again, just get 50. Run it, and now it's 62.5. Or you could set it to a fixed rate, so it could increase by 12.5 every time you buy it. Whatever suits your need. So now you're thinking, oh, but what if I have 100 generators? Where am I going to put them all? I'm going to respond to you soon. Please stop texting me. That's why we're going to create the shop. Right? Okay, please stop. This is mad. Right, so let's do the shop. So, like I just said, we can go into the button and say disabled equals true. So it doesn't show it by default. And then we can create a shop button. So put it up here. Shop equals button. Set the scale to 0.1 and set the color to color dot. That is wrong. Color equals color dot pink. Yeah. I'll say shop dot onClick equals, and then we'll create ourselves the shop function. So define shop func, and we can say if shop dot disabled, then shop dot disabled equals false, else shop dot disabled equals true. So if the shop is disabled, then we enable it, and if it isn't disabled, then we disable it. So if we set this to shop, if I can spell, shop func, so this will set this shop to false, so we can go into here, gen1 dot disabled equals false, and then in here we can say gen1 dot disabled equals true. Hang on. No, my bad. Wrong way around. Okay, sorry. Right, so now when the text will still be there, so when I load this, it shouldn't really be there. Hang on, let's change the x coordinate of this. X equals 0.1, y equals negative 0.1. Disabled equals true. Run it. Ah, yeah, no, it's a, yeah, I forgot about that. You also need to do gen 1 dot visible equals false, and then the same thing down here, gen equals true. So now if we run that, I'm very clearly silly because I forgot to put it in there. Visible equals false. If shop disabled, oh, of course as well, shop dot sorry, no, it shouldn't be that at all. It should be gen 1 dot disabled. If the gen 1 is disabled, then instead of switching it around, we'll just say if not. We don't want to disable the shop at all. No, it should work. My apologies for that. Okay, right. If gen 1 is disabled, then so if gen 1 is not disabled, then enable it. Ah, my bad. Right. Okay. I am so confused now. Alright, so I want to cut this part out while I figure it out because I can't fathom why it's not working. Right, so I figured it out. It's if gen 1 disabled, and then that obviously works. So if we click this now, then it shows up. So we could set this x value to file so it's smaller and send it with the thing, and we can get the text. And I believe with this one, it's just enabled equals. Oh, that's the wrong one. Enabled equals false and visible equals false too. So that's why I was getting it all mixed up. So now we can say that one's T2, isn't it? Yeah. T2 dot enabled equals true. T2 dot visible equals true. And then we could just copy this part, put it on here, and say false and false. So now if we run it, boom. It looks like this could do with being put into 3.5 instead. Let's see how that looks. Bang on. So now get a bit of gold again. I know I already have enough, but just get more just in case I need to test it again. 2.5, close it, still get the gold. Yep, I can buy it again. Yep. So you could also round it using the round function, so times equals. But to use the round one, you would have to say times. Sorry. Equals gen 1 dot cost round gen 1 dot cost times 1.25, and that also works. So if we run that, and let's say you have 100 gold, buy it, get some more 62s, there you go. That's 78, and it's even again. So just going to clear that because I don't want to have an uneven amount. There we go, looking good. So that's how you create a shop, and then obviously you can add more. So you create 2 buttons, and then you would just put gen 2.visible equals false, gen 2.visible equals true, and obviously T3 and so on for this. I'm not exactly sure what I was going for with this. this is the clicker function. If you click it, what's that like? I have no idea what that is trying to achieve at all. But that's how you create a shop and create a generate function. So we'll